How's it going, gamers? It's Chongo here, and today I've got a gameplay commentary for you guys. The gameplay is of the Titanfall beta on the PC, and today's commentary is going to be about the concept of yearly releases and do we actually want them. So let's get into it. Now, the main reason I'm making this commentary is it seems like we're seeing more and more games that are yearly releases. I mean, everyone obviously knows COD and Assassin's Creed are the main ones that are yearly releases, but with the announcement of the new Batman game, Batman Arkham Knight, being released October 14th this year, I believe, I mean, it seems kind of quick straight after Origins that came out last year. It seems like we're seeing a lot more franchises just go with the yearly release because they know that they can get people to continue to buy these games if they're launched yearly. Now, this doesn't always mean the quality is going to be lacking in these games. I mean, in most cases they have two different developers and they do a 2-year cycle, and that's what was the case with Origins and Arkham Knight coming out this year, because Origins wasn't done by Rocksteady, whereas Batman Arkham Knight is. But I always found that when they do try to do yearly releases, it kind of makes the game less hyped for me. And I mean, I'm planning on getting Batman Arkham Knight. I did enjoy Origins and the previous Batman games, but if I hadn't played Origins, I'd be a little bit more, you know, like I really need to play Batman Arkham Knight, even though at the moment I'm still going to get it. It's just, you know, I have a feeling that if they had waited a year, they may end up getting more sales or more interest in the franchise, because there's going to be a bunch of people who played Origins and maybe saw that it was a little bit too buggy and glitchy for them, so they're not really going to buy Batman Arkham Knight. So the main reason we are seeing, you know, this increase of yearly releases, if you don't know, is mainly because publishers want to get more money out of video game series before they're ended, and instead of taking years and years to make a good game, or maybe not a good game, but spending years on a game instead of, you know, making 2 years, maybe even 1 year on a game and just releasing it, is that they can make a lot more money that way. Well, that's the way they see it anyway, because, I mean, if they release Assassin's Creed, a new one this year, which they will, people are going to buy it. But if they waited 3 years, maybe people wouldn't be as interested. But I kind of think it goes the other way. If Assassin's Creed stopped for 3 years and then they just came up with another one, I have a feeling that the sales of that Assassin's Creed would probably be a lot higher. And this is the same thing with Call of Duty. It seems like the series, for me anyway, has become really stale because there has been a game every year, and if you do play it after a while, you do get quite bored of the game, or that's my personal experience anyway. And I think, you know, I wouldn't be mad if I didn't get to play Call of Duty ever again, because I have played so much of it that I don't particularly care if I ever play that game again. And I mean, that's obviously not a good way for a publisher or to push their game that much that people don't want to play any versions of your game ever again. That means you're probably going a little bit too hardcore with yearly releases or just too many games. And I have a sad feeling that Assassin's Creed may reach that point. I hope it doesn't, because at this point it still seems quite interesting to me because they're able to change the whole setting of the game, whereas Call of Duty, people don't play that for the campaign, they play it for the multiplayer, and they don't have enough time to create a new, unique experience. And although I have said that it is to make more money, I think it's mainly just keep it in the minds of people. There's a new Assassin's Creed game, there's a new COD, I better go and buy it. But if you do take your time and make a really good game and just spend so much time, there's a lot that you can change over years, and that's what like happened with GTA, for example. There was 5 years in between GTA 4 and GTA 5, and when it was released, it broke sales record. It was the biggest media release ever, so it was amazing for them to do that, and I think that's because they left enough time in between. If they'd launched GTA 5 in 2 years after, let's just say 2010, I think it would be nowhere near as good as what GTA 5 was as it was released last year. I mean, it still would have been a good Grand Theft Auto game, but the graphics wouldn't have been as good, you know, the world wouldn't have been as big, there wouldn't have been that much awesomeness in the game because they wouldn't have had that long to plan it out and basically make a whole new experience. The thing is, if you keep pumping out games so quickly, it seems like you're still selling the same experience even though it is a different game, but you don't have enough time to refine it and add enough new stuff. Whereas in GTA 5 and GTA 4, there are so many different things, the map is so much bigger, there's all this kind of stuff. And yeah, I just hope if they do go ahead and make a GTA 6, which I'm assuming they will because of how popular GTA 5 is, I'm hoping they take their time with it, and when it does eventually come out, it makes use of, you know, next gen and all these capabilities that it can become just this massive open world game, even bigger than GTA 5. So basically, I'm not saying that I hate yearly releases, I'm just saying that if they did take their time, maybe, you know, 3 years or something like that, it would give me enough time to say, you know what, I actually want to play that game again, I want to play a new version of that game, and then it comes out, as opposed to, oh look, it's Assassin's Creed again, or oh look, it's Call of Duty again, that sort of thing. So anyway, this brings me to the end of my commentary. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments about this, basically, if you like yearly releases, if you don't like them, if you think they should just take a little bit more time to make new games in a series, put that down below. And if you want to join the Gamerhood, just subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.